would you feel if your girl wanted to hang out with her guy friends?
If you're in a relationship, I don't feel like women should hang out with other men unless you're around. It's not an insecurity thing. It's a respect thing. I trust my woman. Yeah, she can go hang out with him, but out of respect for me, she wouldn't.
If I've been introduced to the person, like if I know who it is and like the relationship they have, and I've been around and vibed, okay. Because I've got female friends.
Now, what if she had a past with him?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, everybody's got a past. Everybody gonna continue to blame her for the things she did?
But he's saying like, so say they had sexual relations,
okay,
and they're just hanging out by themselves.
But she's with me now.
Stupid.
At the end of the day, it comes down to trust. You gotta trust somebody. If she fucks up, that's on her.
But that's the temptation, you know.
That's on her. At the end of the day, you can't control somebody else.
But that goes back to respect. If she respects you, she's not gonna put herself in a place of temptation to fall back in those ways.
If they're friends, if they made a mistake or whatever it may be, maybe they had a thing together, but if that thing has moved into more of a friendship, and who am I to tell them? That's not my place. My place is to be her security. My place is to be who she comes to at the end of the night. If she chooses me, she's gonna choose me every time. If she chooses him, I can't control that. At the end of the day, I wash my hands, I'm done.
Both of them are right. I'm sorry. That's really what it is. You know what I mean? Out of respect, you wouldn't even ask, but if I did let you go, if you mess up, that's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I can't stop you from doing it, whether you had a past relationship with them or not. But this actually goes on this individual as well. This is the only part I would disagree with him on, is that I'm not typically cool with the idea of it, because just for instance, say you did something to tick her off or whatever, you know, and she goes over there to cry in the best friend's arms or the homeboy's arms or whatever, and she's drinking, vulnerability, all that stupid stuff that they display. She probably already knew she was going to smash him before she even went over there, so, but, you know, just why even put yourself in that situation? If you ever notice people who've been together for a long time or married for quite some time, they typically don't have a lot of separate friends that are of the opposite sex. That's just my opinion, just because they rather have their spouse happy versus unnecessary drama. And this sounds like that's problematic at any point in time that you would put yourself in these positions. But, you know, that's just me.
Phone 199. 199. Yes, God.
This has got to be the dumbest thing ever. So I guess he lost his entire check. But this is why you don't gamble your life away.
Please. We have somebody for our machines.
Like, ain't you finna go to jail?
Action, please.
You're going to jail for this, stupid. Stupid. Going to jail for what? Because you lost your money. Obviously, this thing's still working.
Cowley. That's where. Temple Square, Cowley. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, X4 3YQ.
Oh, this is in
Canada.
Canada.
We're on the counter at the moment, but you smashed all the machines up.
No one told you to bet all your money. Stupid. Like, who does that? Who? Well, there's a lot of people who do it, but then who gets mad at the establishment because you took a risk? You took that risk, nobody else. Foolery.
How do you feel about him, you know, allegedly throwing up Crip multiple times?
I don't think so. Run it in. You know what's up. He ain't fucking with the gangland like that. You throwing them ends up, that's gonna cost you, nigga. That's what I was gonna say anyway. That's gonna cost you anyway. What you want to do? Pay the Crips for the rest of your life? Because that's going to cost you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never been to the 60s, nigga. You keep throwing up ends and all that shit when you in throwing up C's and all that, nigga. You ain't even from this shit. You ain't even from this shit, no way, shape, or form. Like, when you get put on in Memphis, dead homies. Like, come on, let's be real, cuz. Like, start being real with yourself. You a basketball player, cuz. You want to come step into this field, we can show you a whole lot about this shit. Matter of fact, set up a meeting for me and Ja Morant, since he want to be a Crip. So I bet you he don't never show up. And it's on some friendly shit. I don't got no beef with you, Jai. You like the face of like the NBA. You like the new face of the NBA, and you with this. You claim you a part of the culture, man. Be the positive side of the culture, like you being. You don't got no felonies. You didn't grow up fucking shit up and all that. You might have smoked some weed or whatever the case is, but come pull up on me. Look, we gonna hang out this summer on the off season. Since you want to be with this. Dead homies, I bet you don't be picking up my phone and all that, because our regular life, our regular everyday life, you gonna be scared of, and then you gonna be thinking that we putting you in the middle of that, but we just coming to kick it and all that. Like, you gonna see all this aggression, and you gonna see how we really act, like, you know what I'm saying? But this is just us being normal, no problems or nothing. You're not gonna want to be a part of that, so stop acting like that's what you want to be a part of. When them phase get issued out, when the ops come slide, do you really want to be a part of this? With 200 million? Let me know something. Like, nigga, stop throwing that shit up. Like, nigga, don't f with you. Draymond give back to the community. So it's like, when Draymond do it, like, hey, man, all right, hey, you shouting us out in a positive way. Because you over here giving, you give backpacks, you give food. Nigga, our kids ain't never benefited off of John Morant. What is you throwing that shit up on like, come on, bro. You get what I'm saying? And then you throwing up 60s and you kicking it with, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's your end? Quando Rondo? Who do you know over here? Come on, my boy.
I like that video because it's like, who put you on? Now the real thing that I like that he said is like, do you want to pay the Crips for the rest of your life? Because they're gonna extort you. I mean, that's just facts, man. You can see a lot of these rappers, all these people throwing up gang signs that ain't from these areas originally, so on and so forth. They actually have to pay these people for protection, whatever, or to keep people off of them. And I ain't saying protection. I'm just talking about keeping that group up off of them. You know what I mean? It's not just them. It's, you know, because they want to be a part of something that they weren't born into. Them people over there on that West Coast, that's literally their lifestyles. Now you got other areas now that do have their own gang stuff, you know, things of that nature. But when you claiming a hood that you ain't never been to, whatever, you know, bro, like, that's just what they're really on. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle for them. If you're just choosing to jump in later, like, I just don't understand it. You rich. What makes you want to be a gang member after that? It doesn't make any sense. Look at Tupac. Tupac, even himself, he didn't become part of the mob, and some of them people in the mob didn't even like it. Go look it up, and you'll see it for yourself. But he became part of the mob when he was in his 20s. That's backwards. They start young, preteen to teenager. This dude jumped in as an adult, and I'm starting to see that a lot. A lot of adults want to jump in. Don't get me wrong. It may look cool. Probably a gang of us that used to watch Snoop Dogg growing up wanting to be Crips just because of him. But once you hit your 20s, if you ain't never got in, there's no point. Just leave it alone. Especially when you're rich and you know, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, can y'all let me know down in the comment section what this is about? Because once you hit your 20s and you rich, I mean, what is the mentality of wanting to be a street gang, a street cat? You graduated. This is where the street cats are trying to graduate to. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you think down in the comment section and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.